I want some, I want some. I don't even know what Mountain Dew is, but Daniela, you knew the answer, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
You're a fan?
I'm a huge fan of the show because it's just... It's crazy. It's everything we're not as a nation, isn't it?
That's why we're talking about it.
Interested.
In fact, Daniela, Christopher, Saskia and myself, and you guys, we're going to tell us what you think of this latest star to be imported from the States, 7-year-old Honey Boo Boo. 02717355555 is the number you need, my darling. Here's Kirsty with your emails.
OK, so on Facial Flaws, we had an email from Stephen. I had my ears pinned back and reshaped when I was 12 years old.
Right, don't rub it in. OK. Right. What are you saying?
And I wouldn't hesitate to have surgery on either of my 2 children just so they could avoid the bullying and upset caused by this. And Sarah emailed, I have a daughter with a large birthmark that covers her back. She has had surgery to remove it to try and prevent her high risk of cancer. It has left a scar, but we have taught her not to hide it. She realises that it is other people's bad manners that make them stare.
There we go. I'm just thinking about the ears thing. In fact, I was bullied on Wikipedia because somebody, Kevin O'Sullivan, I suspect, but somebody changed my Wikipedia entry to say that I'd been rejected for the part of Big Ears in a film of Noddy's life. And that was right up high, along with, actually, homophobic bullying as well. They said I'd been rejected for the part of Gay Simon in EastEnders because I was too light on my feet. No. That's what they said. That's what they said.
Merida emailed, obviously, because it's a doll. But on the Merida part, Amanda emailed, interesting that the new dolls look just like... Oh, sorry, the new doll looks just like the dress her mother wanted her to wear in the film. That, in fact...
that's a great point.
The character Merida hates and protests about.
Yeah, so she's been turned into the thing she didn't want to be. Not fair.
Not fair. Parenting.
Yeah, and it's you that likes the new version, Kirsty. Don't forget that.
I'm going to go get that dress.
Have you encountered Boo Boo? Have you encountered Honey Boo Boo? Viewers of Irony of Ironies, the Learning Channel, encountered the chubby 7-year-old for the first time last night. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo follows the adventures of 7-year-old Alana Thompson and her hillbilly family as they go from pageant to pageant across the United States. There's matriarch Mama June, dad is Sugar Bear, sisters Chickadee, Pumpkin and Chub. See if you can work out which one Chub is. Honey Boo Boo spends her time scoffing giant jars of cheese balls, eating her own bogies and spurting out truly inappropriate phrases. She calls her fat belly, the bit that goes over her jeans, her vajiggle-jiggle vagels or something. I don't know, it's just disgusting. And yet here she is, preparing for yet another beauty pageant. She's been filmed entering these contests for years, but you might be surprised to learn she hasn't yet won.
I'm the queen of all. And a bunch of pageants. I want big trophies.
If we do this, we can move to other things. If not, we'll be practicing all day. You're gonna blow it to us. I want you to sassy it.
I'll do it the sleeping way.
Okay, we'll sleepwalk. You're gonna do that? That's not gonna win you nothing. Contestant number 6, Alana. I want to see the adjective. Yeah.
Boo Boo, massive in the States. Ma'am, I've been parodied by Sam. I even got mentioned in one of President Muhammad's speeches. They even saw a show on never is hillbilly ham fishing, which these hillbillies catch fish with their hands. Critics say we're exploring our unlimited brain power for our own amusement. But with Honey Boo Boo and her family getting £20,000 an episode, Alana's $250,000 she's worth already. £250,000 sterling. Maybe they're laughing at us, Danielle.
I mean, it just... I was a big fan.
You like it, don't you?
I love it, because I was a big fan of Toddlers and Tiaras. My daughter and I
That's where she came to prominence,
This is where she came from, and obviously never won a pageant. But I think because, I don't know, do we do pageants in England? I've never seen any of it. And I think we just watch it and go, you know, they're sticking in these false teeth, they're giving them this stuff called candy crack, which is just like pure sugar. And then she's having this go-go juice, which is a Mountain Dew and a Red Bull, which is actually quite, super child abuse, isn't it? Give me Red Bull. But it's, I don't know, it's just something about it that I'm like, I can't stop watching it.
My sister and her family in Texas, I mean, in Texas this is huge because they look like everybody in Texas. But you start off watching it and you're alarmed, but the bit that gets to me is that she's also adored. Now, alarmed, I can understand, but adored?
I don't get the adored bit. I mean, alarmed.
But they want to be like that. Kids, you know...
No, they don't want to be like that. I mean, my daughter's 11 and watches it and is like, she's like, this is mental. I've never met her. And we lived in the States. She's never seen a kid like that before.
I can see, though, children in America adore her because that's what they want to live up to.
She's
very famous.
I think anyone on TV gets glamorised and gets put on a pedestal, and kids watching that.
But this is someone on TV who she eats absolute rubbish. She burps her languages.
I mean, I think it's good that they're showing a wide variety of people and their personalities and how they live. But I don't think it's good as the glamorising of it and making it seem like it's, you know, something to be desired.
I love the mother. I mean, honestly.
The mother is fierce.
I mean, I'm going to go home and Sky Plus it on TLC tonight.
Yeah. And the bit we should have asked TLC this at the Learning Channel, but what is the learning element of Honey Boo Boo?
How to live your life like this.
Yeah,
what not to do. OK.
But it is entertainment, I think.
But so you could argue is public hanging.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think you're right.
It's just watching that mother and she gets ready for the pageant and she stands at the bar. It's like being back at Sylvia Young's.
And she's also doing all
the... There's something else. They never ever see them doing any schoolwork?
No.
A lot of them are homeschooled. Homeschooling is big in America.
Yeah, by those incredibly intelligent parents.
If you had someone giving their child, you know, crack and taking them out of school and, you know, doing this in a really abusive way as opposed to something that looks like it's a lot of fun.
You see, but then I'm wondering... Well, that's a great point, because I'm wondering... You're quite right, there are terrible parents out there who do terrible, terrible things to their kids. There was a story I'll never forget about two sets of parents that got their children, little toddlers, to fight on video. So it's like a kid fight. So there are terrible things that go on. But I'm not sure whether this is much better, really.
No,
the pursuit of money and...
It's a different lifestyle and it's a different... You know, we don't have that.
Hillbilly hand fishing on the other.
Hillbilly hand fishing. She's got a pot-bellied pig called Glitzy. She dives through puddles with belly dives and all that stuff. And I look at it and just think it's completely bizarre, because we just don't live like that.
Well, let's find out what you at home think about Honey Boo Boo. Kirsty?
We have Susan on line 1.
Morning, Susan.
Good morning, Matthew. How are you?
I'm very well. You're not going to tell me you like Honey Boo Boo, are you, Susan?
No, what I like is her feistiness. And just wait till she's a teenager. She will rebel, and we will have a role model completely different to what she is now, all the glittery stuff.
So when you say she's sassy, isn't that just...
I think she's a fantastic person. I think, you know, obviously the fact that she's on television and everything else, girls are looking up to her or not, as the case may be. But I think she, in the future, will surprise her parents and society.
Why is she on television, Susan? I mean, she became famous on the, what was it, Tiaras and... Toddlers and Tiaras, because she was, quite frankly, not as attractive as some of the other kids, with a very loud, abrasive personality and revolting parents.
Yeah, that's the feistiness. But did you see when her mother was talking to her, she led on the settee. There won't be much longer before she'll say, I've had enough of this.
20,000 reasons per episode why you're wrong, Susan, I think. Let's have another one.
Tyrone said he's got some really good ones.
How you got Becky with us. What do you think of this?
I just think it's ridiculous. The whole
Why is she so popular? Come on, let's see if we can explain why or understand why.
I don't get it. I don't understand why she's so popular. I think, like Saskia says, she's been put on this pedestal. I just can't wait till that pedestal's torn out from beneath.
But she must have, when what's it called again? Tiaras, pageants and tiaras, yeah. When they were watching that, people, you know, she came through that and became, in America, it's a huge star.
Yeah.
So there must be something about it. And I think it starts off with everybody's revolted by her, but then as the fame grows, you end up with a section of society that wants to be like her.
Yeah.
Maybe people are, you know, inspired by how free and... I mean, she's not very metered or, you know, it's like sometimes people crave that just impulsiveness or being able to say and do whatever you want.
But I suspect if we gave the audience what is it, honeydew, morning dew?
Yeah,
morning dew and Red Bull. They would look slightly more energised than they do now.
She actually looks like she's coming down or something.
Yeah, it's really scary. I mean, that in itself is like...
We give them a sweetie.
It's really worrying.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Anyway, we're out of time, sorry. It's time for us to go and have our refreshment drinks, as we're all out of time. Hopefully we'll be slightly more modest than her. Saskia, it's been a treat to have you with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Great fun, got really involved, so bless you. And don't miss us, Georgia. Neighbours Drug Bust comes up 1:45, 5:30 every weekday here on Channel 5. Best luck with the soap wars as well. Top night out, ladies. Daniel and Christopher, absolutely top show. Loved every minute of it. Ladies and gents, give it up for that wonderful panel. On tomorrow's show, we've got singer-turned ice dancer Suzanne Shaw. She's going to run us through the headlines, and we'll be asking, it's got a heavy one, we'll be asking if it's time to change the law to legalise the right to die. Thanks for choosing us this morning. Talk to you for your wonderful calls and messages. We'll see you 9:15 tomorrow. Bye.